My grandpa got arrested for demolishing his own shed, but his response in court left everyone speechless. I'll never forget the day my 78-year-old grandpa called me from the county jail. I was in the middle of dinner when my phone lit up with an unknown number. "Hey, kiddo, it's your grandpa. I need a favor," he said with that familiar raspy voice that always reminded me of warm Sunday afternoons at his place. "Grandpa, where are you calling from?" "Well, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I'm at the county jail. Need you to come bail me out." I nearly choked on my pasta. "Jail? What happened?" "Apparently," he chuckled, "you can't tear down your own shed without a permit." Who knew? The next morning, I posted his bail and drove him home. The whole story came out during the ride. Grandpa had been fighting with the new Homeowners Association for months. They'd declared his decades-old garden shed an eyesore and demanded he either renovate it to their standards or remove it. "Those uppity pencil pushers wanted me to paint my shed beige." Beige. After 30 years of that good red barn color, he fumed. "So I figured if they don't like my shed, I'll just get rid of the darn thing." What Grandpa didn't know was that in our town, you need a demolition permit even for small structures. A nosy neighbor who happened to be on the HOA board called the police when she saw him taking a sledgehammer to the walls. You should have seen the look on that officer's face. Grandpa laughed. Poor kid couldn't believe he was arresting an old man for tearing down his own shed. The court date arrived faster than expected. I offered to hire a lawyer, but Grandpa refused. Been representing myself for 78 years, not stopping now. The courtroom was mostly empty that Tuesday morning. Just a few bored-looking people waiting their turn. A stern judge and a young prosecutor who looked fresh out of law school. When they called his case, Grandpa shuffled forward with his cane, wearing his best flannel shirt and the one tie he owned, purchased sometime during the Reagan administration. The prosecutor laid out the case. Destruction of property without proper permits, violation of City Ordinance 47.3b, refusal to comply with an officer's instructions to cease and desist. Judge Thompson peered over his glasses. "Mr. Harrison, how do you plead?" Grandpa cleared his throat. "Well, Your Honor, technically guilty, I suppose." The judge raised an eyebrow. "Technically? Yes, sir, I did tear down that shed. Built it with my own two hands in 1989 and took it down the same way. Didn't know I needed the government's permission to undo my own work." The prosecutor jumped in. "Your Honor, ignorance of the law?" "Son," Grandpa interrupted, turning to face the young man, "I fought in Vietnam. When I came home, I built a house for my wife and raised 3 children there. That shed has held my lawnmower, my grandkids' bicycles, and 33 Christmas trees before they went into my living room. I've paid taxes on that property for 50 years. If that doesn't give me the right to take down a rotting pile of wood that I nailed together before you were born, then maybe we've forgotten what freedom means." The courtroom fell silent. I could see the judge's expression softening. "Furthermore," Grandpa continued, pulling a folded paper from his pocket, "I did get a permit. Applied for it the day after they arrested me. Got approved yesterday. Cost me $85 to get permission to remove something that was mine to begin with." He slid the permit across to the judge, who examined it quietly. After a moment, Judge Thompson looked up. "Case dismissed. Mr. Harrison, next time get the permit first." As we walked out, I asked Grandpa if he was going to rebuild the shed. "Nope," he grinned. "Gonna put in a koi pond instead. Permit's already in the mail. Figure those HOA folks will hate that even more."